another Saturday Night Daredevil crosswords. I'm doing number 35. I got something I haven't had for a while, and it's these backyard barbecue kettle brand chips. These are awesome. Love these chips. There they are. And I got a grapefruit bubbly. Okay, let's get started. Raced. I'm thinking sped, maybe, I'm not sure. Cruise ship facility. What? Cruise ship facility. Oh. 8. Something that's picked up. I was thinking garbage. 12. At blank. 13. Slippery fish. Well, I see this one in almost every crossword. It's eel. 14. Friendly state. 15. Reference. Way to serve vegetables. I'm going with raw. 17. Fingerprint example. I'm thinking probably clue. I'm not sure. I'm just going to leave it for a minute. Baseball play. Kicked about. Like soccer. SOCC. Soccer, that would work. 22. Suggest. Yes. Blank. Yes, blank. 24. Citrus fruit. 24. Lem. No, it could be orange. What is 24 down? Bill in the tail, perhaps. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking it's orange. You gotta just jump in there and do the easy ones first. So citrus fruit, 24. Orange. Let's do some down. Small denomination. Small denomination. Do some. Could be pair or item. Sometimes it's item. 3. Ballpark figure. 4. A lot of times when we say ballpark figure, sometimes it's like, literally, like you'll say something like, means like a, shortstop or umpire or something, 4. Get further below ground. 5. Unruffled. 6. Vegetable that rolls. P. Take the easy ones, my friends. 7. Enduringly. 8. Carpet cleaner. Probably vacuum. Something that's picked up. 14. Friendly state. C. Clue. Okay, I thought fingerprint was clue, and that would be a C, so it would work with vacuum. And 17 across. Fingerprints. Clue. I need some chips. Hang back. Leg. 23. Wait a minute, vacuum. I spelled that wrong. I don't think that's right. You know what? I made a boo-boo. I knew when I wrote that. That's the only reason I know that's how my dad years ago sold vacuum cleaners. And I remember thinking, what a weird way to spell vacuum, but that's... I just realized I spelled that should be a U and an M. Made a boo-boo, my friends. It's probably a mistake. 26. Isn't that a gin? 39 band aid. Band aid. Band blank. Band aid. And yes, I'm going with gin. 34 down. Tanqueray or Tanqueray, how you pronounce it. Story designer. Editor. If you watch my reporter videos, you'll see I always mention the editor. Beachwear. I can see the word bikini there already. Bikini. 41 Vexes. 42 Ferry's Destination. 43 Shrewd. 54 Submit. 51 Mirth. 47 Exploits. If you exploit usually uses. I'm going with uses. If you exploit something, you use it. 41 Vexes. 42 Ferries. That's an aisle. I should know that. We have ferries here all the time. Lots of ferries coming and going here. 43 Shrewd. Submit. 51 Mirth. 48 Road Crew Supply. Tar. Always need a lot of tar with your road crew. If you're paving a road. California Neighbor. Wild Guppy Bill knows all about this one. Oregon. California, where did I see a 50? Right there. 55 Cardinal Color. Red. So I hope you all had a nice Halloween. We had a nice Halloween here. You know, Lynn's grandkids had so much fun. I enjoy handing out the candy. It's a lot of fun. Seeing all the little trick-or-treaters. I love it when these chips are just soaked with seasoning. Just absolutely wonderful. I love that. Ballpark figure. 5 cruise ship facility. You know what? I'm going with spa. I've seen a lot of spa. Spa is where that shows up in almost every puzzle I do. Raced. Okay, raced. I'm pretty sure it's sped. So I'm going with sped. I'm just going to take a leap of faith here and go with sped. Small denomination. 2. So okay, I thought it was either item or pair, but obviously it's pair. Ballpark. Oh, estimate. Okay, so this is not literally. This is, yeah. Figuratively speaking, ballpark figure. Estimate. 5. Ballpark figure estimate. Cool. Reference. 12. At ease. At ease. At ease, soldier. Look at that gnarly chip. Reference site. Reference site. I do crosswords every day. Sometimes first thing in the morning, I'm watching the news, or at nighttime, or in the afternoon. Sometimes I'll do 4 or 5, just breeze right through them. Some I get stuck on for hours or days. But it's funny because a lot of times I'll come back and I'll it's weird because I just can't get it. I can't get it. Then a few hours later or a day later, I come back. I suddenly get it. I can just see it. It makes so much sense. So sometimes you need to start with a fresh set of eyes. One small denomination sect. I was thinking of a small denomination like bills, like a $1 bill or something. 18 baseball play, triple, of course. 4, get for the double O, ground deepen, for the double O, ground deepen. 22, suggest, mean. If you suggest something, you mean something. What was 5? Unruffled, serene. Okay. 7, enduringly. Probably always, but I'm not sure. 8, something that's picked up. 14, friendly state. 9, misfortunes. 10, down in the dumps. I'm going with blue, only because I see that U there. So I'm going with blue. Spotted. Could be seen. 8. Something that's picked up. 5. Okay, I was thinking more like something that's picked up, like garbage or something. Okay, so 8. Misfortunes. Probably ills. 11, spotted, eyed. Okay, so it's not seen, it's eyed. What was 14? Friendly state ally. Oh, okay, friendly. I was thinking like one of the United States, like everybody has their motto, right? We have beautiful British Columbia. Some have friendly Manitoba, kicked about, abused. Oh, I'm on a roll now, my friends. I kicked about 20. And 7 down, enduringly. Oh, yeah, I thought it was always. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 21, wee lad, boy. Wee lad, boy. Now, my big spelling boo-boo, that's actually a U. So 23, yes, blank is U. Okay, well, it seems to fit, so I'm not sure what it is, but, and that's an M. Something standing for something else. When you see me make a spelling mistake, I want you to say something, don't just sit there. Probiotics. Amaze. I'm going with awe. Amaze, awe. 28 down. Be in hawk. Oh. Oh, something for in hawk. 29 directed. Lead. I think that's lead. 26, something standing for something. Symbol. Something standing for something else. Good. I have to admit that was really puzzling me. And I'm pretty sure 27. Probiotics like bacteria, some has something to do with bacteria. 36, formidable. 37, not matching. Odd. 38, competitors. 36, unnatural. 40, prepare for printing. Edit. Prepare for printing. Friday night. And she's allowed to have a bowl. She gives me 2 out of each bowl. She has 1 bowl, I get 2 chips, so I try and pick the biggest ones, the ones that are stuck together or something like that. But they always taste so good when she just gives me those 2. But when I get my own bowl, it's like they seem to taste better when I only get 2, you know what I mean? But these have like a smoky backyard flavor, and they're kind of, they got kind of a sweet taste. I can't tell if it's an aftertaste or before taste, but maybe it's a during taste. I taste the smokiness right away. Competitors coming. 50 Purview. 53 African Roar. Lion. 56 Caroled. I guess that's sang. What's 49? Violets blank blue. Okay, we've got that one. Violets are blue. 45 light gas. Neon. Neon. Not light in weight, but in as to what it does. 46 piquant flavor. That's usually like a tangy type thing. And 56 Caroled would be sang. And this would be tang. 46 piquant flavor. Tang. Okay, 27. I can see bacteria back. Bacteria. The word is pretty much spelled there for me. Unnatural. Unnatural. 44. Coming. 38. Competitors. 36 Formidable. 43 Shrewd. 41 Vexes. Mirth. I'm not sure what mirth is. 54 Submit. Okay, I'm going with send. I'm thinking submit. You send something. Vexes. 43 down. Shrewd. Okay, keen. Keen and shrewd. There we are. Okay. Mirth. I go through the alphabet. I go A, B, C, and try and find a letter that fits. There's a few letters that would fit going down, like buds or bubs or bugs or, you know, but it's going across here. F, flea, G, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. The only thing I can find is G. That's the only one that fits is G, so 51 across mirth, glee. 41 vexes, bugs. Texas. I don't see the connection. I didn't know that, but whatever. But the only letter I could see that would fit, having gone through the alphabet, like I said, I could have a different letter down here for these letters. You know, a D would have fit, or an M, or an N. But the only letter that spelled the word that made sense was G. So I'm going with that. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. Okay. I see the word area here. Purview area. I can't see what else it would be, so I'm going with that. I'm going with area. 38 competitors. Oh, rivals. Rivals. Competitors, rivals. 44 coming. Advent. Of course. Good job. Yeah. One more. 36. Unnatural. 36. Formidable. I guess the letter F is the only thing that would actually make sense there. So, formidable, feared, and forced. So unnatural is forced. Well, that makes sense, I guess, yeah. Wow, there you go. That started off pretty tough. You know, I've said many times, my friends, get the easy ones first. And then when you start getting stumped, go for your gut instinct. Think, well, I'm pretty sure it's this. But like right here, 11 down, spotted. That could have been eyed, or seen, or spotted. Could have been dots, you know, depending on how you look at it. Quite often this author uses the same clues and the same answers in a lot of his puzzles. But sometimes he'll give you the same clue, but the answer will be different. Marginally, but different. So you start thinking you're getting used to it and you know them all. You find out you made a mistake. You know what? A lot of times I make a spelling mistake. That's why I can't figure out why the words don't work this way. Because I misspelled something. Like I said, had my dad not sold vacuum cleaners back in the 70s, and I should have known better when I spelled that. But I remember there was 2 U's. I always thought, what a weird way to spell a word. Like, why would you need 2 U's? It just seems so redundant, you know. Vacuum. My dad sold Electrolux vacuum cleaners. For a few years, did very well. Well, there it is, my friends. These chips are so tasty. Get down to the nitty gritty. I have to get some Hawkins cheeses one of these days. I always think about it, then I get the store, I forget about it. Wow. Makes me thirsty. What have I got down here? All kinds of stuff. Okay. Well, there it is, my friends. Another Saturday night crossword. We're finished just in time to watch Svengoolie. So, you look after yourselves, look after each other, and I hope you all stay amazing in the big land of awesome, okay? So we'll see you next Saturday for Saturday